a love-themed event in the summer, and some stunning skin optimizations. Let's begin. Welcome back to another episode, guys. We've got a lot to talk about. I was a little bit surprised by this because I was expecting there to only be a little bit of news this week, but we have a lot. So let's begin. The first thing that we're getting this week, I believe, is we're getting the Lovers Reunion event. So this is basically bringing back some kind of content from kind of Everlasting Night themed stuff, I believe is what the event used to be called, or something like that. If you participate in this event, I'm not really sure what you have to do, you'll be able to get this really cool new thing that's called an emote effect. I don't think I've seen this before, apart from that accessory that gives you that little red symbol above your head when you emote. So this seems to be a new feature, and I'm excited to see this added to the game. The two emote effects you can get are the emote effect Blessing and the emote effect Spotlight. These seem to happen whenever you use an emote. The Blessing effect makes feathers appear all around you, like floating around you whenever you do an emote for the length of the entire emote, and Spotlight gives you a spotlight above your head and also confetti whenever you use an emote. I'm really glad they're adding these things, and I'm excited to see what other things they'll do in the future. There's a public map returning for this event, and that is the Dream Invitation map, where you'll be able to take photos with, of course, the newly optimized photo taking thing that they've added recently, mini games, dance, and even more during this public map and stuff. There's some store content coming with this event, both new and old. The returning content is Psychologist's S-tier skin Everlasting Night and her matching accessory, Patient's S-tier Luminary skin and his matching accessory, the S-tier furniture piece Hymn of the Tide that is like a swing, Photographer's A-tier accessory Tenderness, and of course the pet package that contains Gary and Frecky. You can purchase them both for yourself, or it looks like you can purchase one for your friend and one for yourself, so that's kind of nice. That's a new feature as far as I can tell. There are some new pieces of content as far as I can tell, including emotes for hunters. Both Opera Singer and Naiad are getting the Flower Bouquet emote, and for survivors another Flower Bouquet emote that seems to be for Gravekeeper, Lawyer, and Doctor. Very specific. There's also a portrait package that contains two different portraits that you can buy, again similar to Gary and Frecky, either both for yourself or one for your friend and one for yourself as well. These are the portraits Purpurea and Frost Bloom. I really do like the look of Frost Bloom. The Spyglass store is getting the Room Music Dream Invitation, that's quite nice, and the Intimacy store, that is basically the friendship store, has some new interactive emotes for Wildling and Acrobat called Friends Reunion. That seems to probably be connected to their lore, I'm assuming. With this event, we're also getting a new social system update, and this social system update brings new things to confidants, meaning you can now increase the number of confidants to 10, so that is like best friends, if I remember correctly. You'll get notifications when confidants come online, so you'll be able to know when your friends are online, and some new options to manage confidants, so you can delete them, remove them, change them a little bit easier as far as I can tell. There's also a new confidant profile section where you can now showcase 3 custom photo sets with 10 photos max. I'm not sure if it's 10 per custom photo set or just 10 in total, probably 10 total. And also the memory wall furniture piece that is connected to being a confidant or having a confidant, where you can showcase your friendship, now lets you curate and showcase highlights of you and I'm assuming your confidant playing matches from your match history. I don't really know exactly how it's going to work, but it's quite unique, I must say. They're adding a ton of really good quality of life and kind of things that augment existing things this year. I've really noticed how much effort they've been putting into improving features. I'm really glad that they've been doing that. Another thing that we're getting this week is we're getting an update to the Penrose maze, and it's not a new skin, it's just optimizations and added new content to previous skins that we've had in the past. The skin optimization is going to be for Perfumer's SS tier skin. Hey guys, Phoenix from the future here. There was a bit of a change here. They just did a mini announcement where this optimization that's about to come out for the Perfumer skin is actually going to be delayed. The exact thing they said was, due to significant feedback regarding the optimization of the SS tier Perfumer skin Nemo's Dream, we will revert to the current version and continue refining the optimization. The release date and gameplay trailer will be announced separately after the iteration is complete. So yeah, this little optimization for this skin that they tried to make really look nice, and I already thought it looked pretty good, is not coming out this week and it will be delayed. But everything else that I'm going to be talking about will be released. So yeah, there's a new S tier furniture piece called Body of Lies that's available. This has an interaction effect where you can transform into like an ethereal fairy and then dance with Perfumer's sister. There's also an A-tier pet called Dawn and Dusk, and it's basically just a butterfly that does seem to change and interact with Perfumer as well. Anyone who owns any of the S-tier skins will be getting 430 Nightingale blessings. This is the currency that you use in the Penrose maze. You'll be able to use these to purchase things from this Penrose maze, I'm assuming, and I can believe you can switch out things, remove them, I don't know. The furniture piece will cost 6 600 apparently, and the pet will cost 260 Nightingale blessings. But until September 16th, they will be 50% off. So that's exciting if you want to get those before that date ends, of course. Okay, as for one more thing we're getting this week, we're getting a character day for Perfumer on August 25th. That is technically next week because it's the Monday before the next episode, but you know, it's before my next release. This is going to be her 6th character day, meaning she's getting a special portrait. Let's move on to talk about some future content because we've got a decent amount to talk about as well. I think the most important thing that we have to talk about here is the new hunter Cueist, who's had his abilities revealed. Now, because there's so much for me to talk about in this video, I'm going to have to summarize his abilities. Usually I give quite an in-depth description, but if you want to watch my live reactions, I do have a live stream, so you can go through it and see all the descriptions as they are there. Plus, of course, they may change some of his effects in the test server as he's not released yet. My basic description I've written as so. He has the ability to summon contact points that connect up via lines to create a pathway between all of those points. Anything within the pathway's closed circuit, so in the middle of it, anywhere there, will periodically be revealed to the hunter, both Cypher Machine progress, I believe, and also any survivors that are in it. And I think it also removes some progress from the Cypher Machines, although it wasn't very clear to me in the video. Cueist can transform into a ball form, or his demon form, if you want to call it like that. It's basically just a ball. He can roll down these pathways that he created in one direction and then hop off with a dash ability whenever he wants to. He can also use this ability apparently to kind of hop onto a different pathway if he wants to kind of go to a different one. Cueist can also summon a cue ball onto the pathways he has created. The ball will follow the path in one direction, and this ball is surrounded by a circular kind of dark aura. If a survivor touches the ball, or the aura of course, they will get sucked into this ball, and then Cueist can teleport that survivor kind of within a radius of himself. So it means that he's able to pull people from across the map all the way to himself. I was a little worried about this ability. I haven't watched any of the test server content, so it might be a little bit less powerful than I thought it was, but who knows? I have not seen it yet. I think that's all that he's got as in terms of abilities. We also got a better look at the upcoming Season 38 Essence 3 skins that are coming, including the S-tier skin for Cueist called Freedom Leader D that has a super crazy looking futuristic vibe. I like it. I don't think it's my favorite in this essence. I'll talk about that in a second, as my favorite skin is the A-tier archer skin called Divergent Spectrum R. I think this one is my favorite. She has a really cool looking bow, a really cool looking dress. The materials look really wacky and weird, but that I think is connected to the Essence theme. And my second favorite, pretty close, is Batter's skin that is an A-tier skin called Futile Effort G. The bat looks really weird and I really do like it, I must say. It's not that I'm complaining, I think it looks great. And the materials on his clothes look really wacky as well, similar to the Archer one. I just think it looks really nice. The Essence theme, as far as I could tell, seems to be people studying pseudoscience where liquids exhibit surface contraction instead of surface tension where the light spectrum converges. That seems to be why they're wearing weird kind of flowy plasticky stuff on their bodies, I'm assuming. Another reveal, we got a reveal for an upcoming crossover that we did know about, I think, before. This is the Palace Museum Classics crossover, also seemingly known as the Forbidden City View of Tang, that's coming on September 25th. I think this is not a new reveal. And we got some reveals for the content that's coming, including the S-tier female dancer skin that looks really cool called Loom Song Awakening. This skin is, as soon as I saw it, I just really thought it looks gorgeous. I'm usually not a big fan of kind of gold on skins, but I think this one is very tastefully done. It looks really elegant and has really beautiful golden kind of vines on the white fabric that she's got. There's also an S-tier accessory connect for this female dancer skin called Key to Liberation. That's a golden key with a flower design. This skin will be available, and I think also the accessory will be available only for Echoes. There's also an S-tier Wu Chang skin called Verdant Realms Unfurled. This is probably, as far as I can tell from the art, is going to probably be my favorite Wu Chang skin ever. I'm serious about that. I don't really like Wu Chang skins overall. I think they're fine. I don't think they're super special. I don't think there's anything that stood out to me. I'm like, oh, I really want that Wu Chang skin. But this one I really love. And there's also an S-tier accessory that comes with it. It has like a mountain scene and a lake kind of in an ethereal Chinese art style. You'll see it on the picture. I believe this is also only for Echoes, both of these things. The event itself will have some free content, of course, and that free reward is going to be an A-tier painter skin called Sealed Chronicler. I didn't write any notes for this. I don't know why, but I do remember this skin looking quite nice overall. It's a really good painted skin, and this might become my new default painted skin whenever it comes out. We got another reveal for a skin coming on September 11th, and that is going to be Antiquarian's esports skin. I think it's kind of alternate form for the skin. It's an 8-tier skin, and it's called Sound Core Resonance. I believe this is a translation, so it might have a different name. It is very, very classy, and I was not imagining her having this kind of appearance. I really do like it, and I believe this is going to be available for echoes and fragments on release. Yet another few things that we got revealed include 3 new Ivory Tower skins, and this is for the Ivory Tower Part 2 event that's coming on August 28th, I believe. I'm not really sure if these 3 skins are releasing on August 28th or if they're coming after August 28th. There is one skin that's for the Ivory Tower one that's coming on that date, but not these ones. I don't know. Maybe they will. First one they revealed was Hellember, and Hellember's one looks so goofy, but I really do like it. I think it's probably my favorite out of the whole collection. Gravekeeper's one has also been revealed. It looks like Gravekeeper. I think it looks nice. And there's also Impalmer's one that looks decent as well. I wanted to make a quick reminder as well that the new Essence with Cueist will be available next week, so that's exciting. And the Ivory Tower Part 2 that starts also next week will bring the new Bloody Queen Ivory Tower skin that we've had revealed in the past. If you haven't already, make sure that you click on the video right there because YouTube thinks that you will like it.